Where's she been, Heidi?
Everywhere.
No, I mean like specifically.
Oh, I'm betting she's probably been to the 33rd annual Midwest Salute to the Arts is probably where she's headed. That's what I think.
I would hope so.
Andy Waterman, Communications Director with ILLINOISouth Tourism, is joining us. Did you hear us chatting earlier? We had a couple of texts saying after we were talking about Centralia Balloon Fest, they went over and loved
Checked it out and loved it. That is the success story that I want to hear. Even if just by doing this segment we get one person to wherever we're talking about, that's a success to me.
Hopefully we can get more than one.
Well, hopefully we get more than one, but if we get one, that's a success to me.
I tend to agree with you, because we just want people to explore. You know how much I love exploring, and we actually have a special guest, Sharon Casing, Director of Midwest Salute to the Arts. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
So this is the 33rd annual. How did Midwest Salute to the Arts begin all of those years ago?
Oh, my goodness. In 1988, one of our aldermen from Fairview Heights was in Mystic. And they decided to look at one of our shows that were out there, an arts festival in renowned Festival of the Masters. And they decided that they could do something like that right here in Fairview Heights. And they wanted to bring art to the community and also have award-winning artists to share with everybody in the area.
So these aren't just local artists. They're artists from all over doing clay and painting and drawings and wood, glass, you name it.
Absolutely.
Wow. So how many artists do you have signed up for this weekend?
Well, this weekend, because of COVID, it's a little bit different. We have 31 artists signed up this year. Typically, we have a full 100, but we wanted to make sure it's safe for everybody, and we have the artists spread out 10 feet apart and able to show all of their wares around. And we have also several food vendors. We have businesses that are coming out to see the patrons. We're just very excited because the artists are thrilled to be out in the community again.
Oh, I'm sure. And then you also have a lot of live entertainment.
We do. Oh, my gosh. In our Gesso tent, we are going to have Rogers and Mean House on Friday evening.
Awesome.
On Saturday, we've got music all day. So we've got Shades of Blue. Air Force Band is coming out. It's a jazz ensemble that's coming out from 4 to 5 from Scott Air Force Base, so our local base here. And then on Sunday, we have we have Lexi Schemler coming out, Tara King, and Mark Beal will be closing up our event on Sunday evening.
And it's not just kind of a sit back and look and admire art. There's also a children's creation station.
Absolutely. That is where I started my volunteering, and I love the children's area. Our creation station has make it and take it projects are all free, so the kids can come out and create some pieces to take home. We have a children's gallery where the artists are kind enough to donate items for the children to choose from. They pay a small fee, and then they get to choose a piece of artwork that talks to them, and then they can go back to that artist and find out how was it created.
Oh, that's fun. The other thing that I think is interesting, it's not necessarily just for kids, but you guys have 2 active art demonstration areas. So if I'm kind of tapping into my artistic side, you might be able to watch some of these artists and then go home and recreate.
Absolutely. We have our Gesso Magazine artist demonstration area where they have their artists that were cover artists from the Gesso Magazine. They come out and are participating in the art show this year. And then we also have the artisan guilds that are in the area. We have 3 of them that are coming out and doing glass work. They'll do clay work. They'll have painting, watercolor. So you can kind of see how they work these pieces into beautiful works of art for your home in small spurts. They have the wood carvers out here. So it's pretty exciting. There's a lot to see. And don't forget, the Bubble Van will be here.
Oh, that is always a fan favorite.
Absolutely. Bubbles by the millions. I can't wait. That's one of my favorite things.
And Fairview Heights is 15, 20 minutes from downtown St. Louis? It's nothing.
Exactly. It's just right over the bridge. Keep on 64 and you can't miss us.
Where exactly is Moody Park?
It is right off Highway 159. So if you take the exit into Fairview, go south on 159, you'll hit Longacre Park, and Ruby is right down half a mile down.
Okay.
So the park is huge, and it's a beautiful green space. We've got it set up in and amongst all the pavilions that the horseshoe effect. And if you go to our website at MidwestBlue.com, you can see overhead drone shots. You can see the images of all the artists. You can find out all about us. It's a beautiful park.
Wow. Well, it sounds like this weekend it is the place to be for sure. Is there a fee or is this free admission?
Free admission. We'll even have local food vendors and food trucks here, so we'll have food for people. So you'll have music, art, food. What more can you ask for an afternoon?
You know what, Sharon? I'm going to say not much. It sounds fantastic. If you could bring just a little, maybe a breeze if it's going to be hot. But other than that, we're good. I think it sounds fantastic.
Absolutely. We have lots of trees.
Okay, good to know. Sharon, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. Good luck with the events this weekend. So, Andy, have you?
On out.
Okay. I'm assuming that you've been to this year after year. And how do you describe it?
So one of my favorite things, I have to echo Sharon, is I love the creation station for the children. So we are actually ILLINOISouth. We have a booth there every year. So I'll be there this year. So if you want to come say hello, head on out. I'll be there. We'll likely have our fall tourism time. So if you want to get your hands on one of those and see all the other events that are happening this fall, those are free. So I'll be handing those out. But the coolest thing that we provide in the creation station that I love is the monster mural. And so we've got this. I think it's 12 foot long or maybe 15 foot, and it's so
like a canvas that you guys bring out?
That we bring out, and we set it up, and then we have paints that kiddos can come and just paint on it as much as they want to, and then after it gets full, then I take our water, we bring a water can, we spray it off, and wipe it down, and then boom, you can paint on it again. And the kids get an absolute kick out of it. They love it.
That is pretty awesome. So, Andy, before we wrap things up, you usually have a little food for thought.
Yes.
And you heard us talking about hot dogs.
Yes.
And you have an even better suggestion?
So my food for thought this week will take us to Clark County, which is where Casey and Marshall and Martinsville are.
Okay, that's the home of all large things.
Home of all the large things. And many of our listeners have probably heard of this place. It has been in newspapers and magazines. It's been on CBS Sunday Morning when Bill Geist went out there. You know what I'm talking about? Have you heard?
Moonshine?
There you go.
I have been there.
You've been to Moonshine.
I love moonshine.
What's moonshine?
So Moonshine is it's a moonshine general store. They are known for their what, Heidi?
Burgers.
Their cheeseburgers. They are world renowned for their cheeseburgers. And I mean not just state renowned, world renowned. They're usually they bring folks from all over the place, and they're out in the middle of nowhere.
And it's the town has what, 2-3 residents?
I think it says population 2 on it, on the sign.
And you have to get there before they turn the grill off, even if you're in line. And it's 12:30, 1? I don't remember.
12:30. 12:30 is the shutoff.
Grill's off.
Wait.
You're out of luck.
Wait. Where is this?
Moonshine.
How far away?
So it's in Clark County, over by Casey. So from downtown St. Louis, you're talking a little over 2 hours, 2:15 or so.
But worth every
my
minute.
gosh.
And they turn it off at 12:30 in
the
the afternoon?
Yes, but they open at 6 a.m.
So you can get your burger for breakfast.
And people do. Boy, do they.
Wait a minute. What about afternoon burgers or dinner time?
They got to get back to work. There's only 2 of them there.
It is the amount of burgers that they go through every day is
crazy.
incredible.
And here's the thing. It's not like it's anything fancy. It's not even like Heinz ketchup, or if memory serves me correct. I mean, it's just the experience. You sit on a bench and it's not like a restaurant. It is a general store with a grill in the back. And
so it used to be a general store and post office. And they turned it into this, this restaurant. You go in, you stand in line, you wait for your food. They call out your number, you go get it, and then you go outside. They've got picnic benches and park benches everywhere, and you sit out there and eat it.
Why is the burger so good?
Just years of greasy deliciousness
I think so
on
too,
that,
on the grill.
on that flat top.
Buns or bread?
Buns.
And their patties are half-pound patties. And I've seen folks take down a 4-patty burger. that are half-pounds apiece.
And correct me if I'm wrong, it's like a bag of chips. It's not like you get fries or anything else with it, right?
Chips with it. They've got other sides and things like that too, but normally people just go for the burgers.
Yeah, it is. Incredible. You know what? I'll have to look it up and see if I can find the story that I did years ago. We stopped there when we were on our way to the Super Bowl in Indianapolis, and we were kind of doing
place.
Little places along the way that we would stop. And I'm telling you, and I had seen it on CBS Sunday Morning years ago, and it was the coolest spot to stop along the way.
Like you said earlier, the experience alone is worth the trip. It's awesome.
Somebody on the text line said, y'all should mention Moonshine is a dry county. Been there for the Moonshine lunch run on a Harley.
Oh, yes. Is that why it's called Moonshine? Because they can't sell alcohol?
Maybe. And then someone else, Salute to the Arts is a can't-miss event. Such fun.
We were talking about fast food breakfast, and when you show up 1 minute after 10:30, you're out of luck. This is even worse because I just drove 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. You better get there and make sure that line is not too long. Yeah.
At 12:30.
Yeah.
Ish.
12, not ish.
No, 12:30. And it's on their clock, not exactly the world clock.
And if the line's out the door...
Too bad.
SOL.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you have your order in by 12:30 and you're still waiting on it and the grill's still on, then you're good. But, I mean, it's
too crazy.
Somebody said, is that Clark County, Missouri?
No. This is our Southern Illinois segment with Andy Waterman and Communications Director with ILLINOISouth Tourism. This great food for thought, great info on the 33rd Annual Midwest Salute to the Arts. Again, it starts Friday at 6 p.m. It'll run Saturday and Sunday, and there's so much to do in Fairview Heights, Moody Park. What was the website she said?
MidwestSalute.com. And I will be there Saturday from 1 to 3 in the Children's Creation Station, so come say hello.
All right. Sounds like a plan. Andy, always good to catch up with you and find out what's going on in Southern Illinois.
My pleasure.